Hello and welcome to this lecture of mathematics. In this part, we are going to study a conic section whose name is hyperbola. So till now we have studied circles and parabola and also ellipse. So in this case, we are going to study hyperbola. Now what is hyperbola? We first need to define this curve and only then we can study its specifications. So it's defined as locus of a point in a plane such that the ratio PF by PM is equal to E. So this is a constant ratio PF by PM and such that this eccentricity is greater than 1. So in the case of ellipse, it was less than 1. Here, in this case, it is greater than 1. So that is the difference between ellipse and hyperbola. Now let us have a look at the curve, how exactly this curve is. So if we say that this is the axis, coordinate axis, then this is the directrix 1, this is the directrix 2, and then the hyperbola is something like this. So this is how the hyperbola looks. And now we'll see the various distances or the various lengths in this curve. So this distance from this vertex to this vertex is given as 2 times c. So this distance is 2c. Also, this is one focus f1, this is another focus f2. Distance between the foci is given as 2a. There's a slight change in this. This has got to be 2c and this is going to be 2a. So in the case of hyperbola, this is called the conjugate axis and the horizontal one is called the transverse axis. So let's have a look at all the specifications. Now the hyperbola, the equation of the hyperbola is given as x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. So vertices, as you can see, both the vertices could be mentioned at plus minus a comma 0 in this case. The foci, however, are given as plus minus ae comma 0. Not only that, the length of conjugate axis is 2a, 2b, and the length of transverse axis is 2a. The directrix is given by the equation x equals to plus minus a by e. These are the directrix. So there are two directrices. One is this, the other one is this. Then comes eccentricity. So eccentricity of the hyperbola would be given as E is equal to root over of 1 plus b square by a square. So we've just mentioned that eccentricity of the hyperbola is greater than 1 and this is how it will work. The lattice rectum, that is this, the length of lattice rectum is going to be 2b square by a. So length of LR is 2 times b square by a. And the coordinates of the lattice rectum are going to be plus minus AE, comma, plus minus B square by A. Let's have a quick look at the other kind of hyperbola as well. So the other hyperbola is called the conjugate hyperbola. And it would be something like this. These are the directrices. So we know that this distance from this point A to B, that is this distance, would be 2A. And distance of the foci would be 2 times C. The foci, however, this time would be 0, comma, plus minus AE. Eccentricity will remain the same, that is 1 plus B square by A square, root over. This time this is the transverse axis and this is the conjugate axis. So the length of transverse axis is going to be same, that is 2A. Length of conjugate axis would be the same, that is 2B. The lattice rectum length would be same. Length of LR would be 2 times B square by A. And the coordinates of the lattice rectum are going to be plus minus AE plus minus B square by A, comma AE plus minus. So this point, if we take, this point is going to be minus B square by A, comma AE. And this point would be B square by A, comma AE. Similarly, these versions can be written by you. Very important thing is the equation of this hyperbola, the conjugate hyperbola, is given as y square by a square minus x square by b square is equal to 1. Let's take up a problem and try to evaluate all these details. So now the hyperbola that is given to us is of the type y square by a square minus x square by b square equals to 1. So it means that a is going to be 3 and b is going to be root over of 27. That is, it's going to be 3 root 3. Now once we have this, we can find the eccentricity. The first thing we can do is find the eccentricity. It is 1 plus b square by a square. Now b square by a square. So this is going to be on top a square plus b square. That is 27 plus 9, which is 36. 36 by a square, that is 9. Root over of this is going to be 4, which is 2. So eccentricity is 2. So this is done. Now we can find the foci also. Foci are going to be plus 0, comma, plus minus a times e, which is nothing but 0, comma, plus minus a is 3, e is 2. So that's going to be 0, comma, plus minus 6. This is the value of foci. Then comes directrices. So that is going to be y is equal to plus minus a by e. So a is given as 3 and b, e is 2. So plus minus 3 by 2. This is the directrix. The vertices are of course 0, comma, plus minus a. That is, this is going to be 0, comma, plus minus 3. Then comes value of c. Value of c is going to be a into e, which is a into e is 6. So value of C is 6. The transverse axis is going to be 2a. The length of the transverse axis is going to be 2a, that is 6. And length of the conjugate axis is going to be 6 root 3. The last thing that is asked is lattice rectum. The lattice rectum is going to be the same in this case, that is 2 times b square by a. You know that b square is 27, so 2 into 27, that is 54, divided by 3, which is going to be 18. So the answer of this is going to be 18. Let's take a different kind of example now. So the hyperbola is of this type. This is the directrix, and this is going to be the hyperbola in this case. So A is 7 and B is 3. That means the transverse axis, the length of that is going to be 14, and conjugate axis length is going to be 6. Next comes eccentricity, which is going to be 1 plus b square, that is 9 by 49. 49 plus 9 is going to be 58. 58 by 49 root over. So that's going to be, if we find the 58, so that's going to be 2 29s. So that's going to be root 29 into root 2. And this is going to be 7. So basically it's good if we keep it as 58 by 7. So we can keep it as root 58 by 7. That is going to be the eccentricity in this case. Now once this is found, we can find the foci. The foci are going to be plus minus AE, comma 0, which is going to be plus minus A, that is 7, into root 58 by 7. So 7 will go, comma 0. These are the foci. The directrix, however, is going to be of the form plus minus A by E, which is plus minus 7 by root 58 by 7. So that's going to be plus minus 49 by root 58. Once this is found, we can find the lattice rectum also, that is 2b square by a. So LR is going to be 2b square, that is 9 by a, which is 7. So length of lattice rectum is going to be 18 by 7. So in this problem now it's given to us that the foci are plus minus 5, comma 0, and the length of transverse axis is 8. So foci are AE. A is equal to 5. That's one information that we have. Length of transverse axis, which is going to be 2b, in fact 2a, is 8. So A is given as 4. If A is 4, then eccentricity is 5 by 4. Once you find eccentricity, we can find the value of B as well. That is what we want. So eccentricity in this case is going to be 5 by 4 root over of 1 plus b square by a square, which is 16. Now you can clearly see that from observation, b is going to be 5. Only then this is possible. B is going to be 9. B square will be 9 and B is going to be 3. So it means that the equation of the hyperbola is going to be x square by a square, that is 16, minus y square by 9 is equal to 1. Now it's given to us that the foci in this case are 0, plus minus 6, which is A is equal to 6. And the length of conjugate axis, that is 2 times B, is equal to 2 root 11, which means that B is root 11. Now eccentricity, as we know, is 1 plus B square by A square. So B value is known to us and eccentricity is 6 by A. Now let's do this. So this is going to be B square is 11 by A square. Now we can very well find the value of A square. So square on both the sides, and what we get is 36 by A square is equal to 1 plus 11 by a square. So 36 minus 11 is going to be 25. 25 by a square is 1, which means that a is going to be 5. So a is 5 and b is root 11. So thus we can find the equation as y square by a square, that is 25, minus x square by 11 is equal to 1. That is the equation in this case. Now it's a different kind of combination wherein eccentricity is given to you and foci are plus minus 2 comma 0. So obviously AE is 2, and out of that you know that A into 3 by 2, this is equal to 2. So which means that A is going to be 4 by 3 and A square is going to be 16 by 9. So once this is done, we can find B as well, because we know that E is 1 plus B square by A square, and E square minus 1 is B square by A square. So E square is known to us, that is 9 by 4. 9 by 4 minus 1 will be 5 by 4. B square by A square is going to be 16 by 9, that is 4. B square is 20 by 9. Once we understand this, we can now write the equation, that is x square by 16 by 9 minus y square by 20 by 9 is equal to 1. Or else, we can also write it as, it's better to keep it this way because this is of the form x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Also, one can write it by simplifying it as 45x square minus 36y square is equal to 80.